Okay, hello, greetings and welcome. All right, so this next video is on the development of power. Now, I don't do a lot of videos on this because a lot of the people who come to my channel and come to train with me in Thailand and around the world are martial artists. They're cultivating awareness and they're cultivating power, qualitative and quantitative development. And I do a lot of videos on the qualitative development and some on the quantitative. Now, how do we develop power? All right, so let's say I take a Wing Chun example. I've got my wooden dummy in front of me. I do a gansa on the wooden dummy. Then I check my connection, I relax my foot, ankle, calf, knee, check my joint alignments, soften everything down, put a nice strong bridge onto the dummy, uproot the dummy a little bit, rotate my joints and soften and sink. Now, I find a center of gravity of power inside that feeling. My body's fully connected, I'm bridged, I'm under my wooden dummy, I'm lifting it ever so slightly through expanding my joints, I'm sinking all the energy down, and then I quietly, while maintaining that fascia connected state of my mass onto the dummy, I enter into stillness. I take ownership of that structure, I own it. Now I want to do this for about 2 minutes, and I have a 2-minute timer on the wall before I change shapes. Bang, enter into the stillness. The first minute you might be checking structure, and the second minute you're going into the stillness of the fascia activation so your mass can wave. Then you get to the end of that 2 minutes, the gong goes off, I like to use a gong on the timer, and boom, you let out a huge wave of kinetic force out of the emptiness. Your mind is at the still point, and then you hit the drum. Kabang, the wooden dummy shakes, the wall shakes, the roof shakes, and then you take your next shape and you bang the drum again, and then you relax foot, ankle, calf, knee, soften all the joints, check your alignment, roll your joints a little bit, soften under, activate the fascia, release the muscles, vital breathe, and then you go into the stillness underneath that kinetic load until the 2 minutes is finished. It gongs. Bang! You let it a vibratory hitting of the drum. And then you move into your next shape. Hit the drum and then tune the shape. Feel the body, roll the joints, soften everything from the ground up through the dummy underneath it, lift the wooden dummy up, and then train your next shape. I like the wooden dummy because it allows me to train a whole range of different types of shapes with this. You can get very detailed and it's fun too. Wooden dummy is a highly addictive thing. Every time you tap the dummy, the wood hits the bone and you get a piezoelectricity effect which builds bone density. And because you're connecting that compression down to the ground, it strengthens the whole line of the body. It's incredibly stimulating for your body. It's healthy if it's done softly and not too martial. If you have too much will, too much fire in your eyes, fire is inflammation. Not good. I found out the hard way. So train softly, train with love. Just tap the wooden dummy with a certain gentleness and a type of health in your hands and in your body. Okay, so this relationship between the physical mechanics, the release of muscles, the line of power that you're using, the rolling of the joints, the activation of the fascia, the connection underneath the wooden dummy, and then entering the stillness, and then hitting the drum from stillness with a perfectly aligned structure. Now, when I'm teaching people in person, this way I can teach you just over YouTube, and you can develop it, and you can get it. If I'm teaching a person this individually, I'll get them to vital breathe and hit the vital drum. So the jin is fa jin, and then I'll get them astral, and it's a chi, and then a shen, and then a wuji, emptiness, akasha. So that there's this bridge rippling through when they hit the drum to build all the skins of the drum, so the energy can radiate, and they build a really strong body as they're doing this. And all the Fajin type exercises are being emitted through each one of these layers. You train Fajin, you train Fachi, you train Fashen, you train the Wuji, and then you train non-dual light within this. And it'll radiate through these layers up and down the vibrational scale. So doing the emptiness model will activate the fascia really, really efficiently. The danger of doing this is that when you hit the drum, if your body's not perfectly aligned because you're so relaxed, if you haven't activated the fascia stretch connection, you can hurt yourself. So make sure that the joints are open and your fascia is active and stretched, and you're lifting the wooden dummy up. Then drop your hips, stretch your spine, boom, create a wave of mass through that highly refined elastic line, and then bang the power out. And this is a very simple way for emptiness and power to interact, and for you to amplify your Jin within a few weeks. And I do mean a few weeks. It's very, very quick. You do an hour a day on the dummy of doing this, within a month it's going to be, wow, I've got a snap in my hands. People can see the Jin coming out of your body. You're relaxed and you're vibrating. The fascia vibrates mass. Force is mass times acceleration. When you can accelerate your mass through vibration, you have a lot of force. It's a very, very simple formula. You just need to relax into the stillness underneath your structure. And a very, very simple model. Anyone can train it, and it's a lot of fun. An hour on the wooden dummy goes just like that. It's an amazingly effective, quick power training model. Okay, thank you for your time, and see you in the next video.